Hi, I'm Kepra, the finance manager here at Cycle City, Hawaii. I've been currently working here since the year of 1999, actively selling motorcycles and doing loans for Harley Davidsons and various motorcycles. So since 1999, I've had the honored and the good fortune to work with a lot of amazing people and selling their motorcycles and helping with their motorcycle needs. And during that time, I've met a lot of the motorcycle club riders and became very good friends of theirs and watched their families grow and businesses grow and their motorcycle needs change and adapt. And due to my unique relationships with these clubs, I've been able to get them to donate their patches and banners over the years to be on permanent display here in Cycle City. And not long ago, I had an idea. Since I see these experiences firsthand, maybe there's a way that we can share these experiences that I get to see on a daily basis with the rest of the motorcycling community here in Hawaii and just people even outside of the motorcycling community in Hawaii. So I presented the idea to our marketing team and got to work with this lady named Mandy Davis, and she's been very helpful to help me bring this forward. So what you guys are about to see is a little bit of history from some very nice people that I've, like I said, had the honor of meeting, some really cool clubs. And here in Hawaii, we have a unique atmosphere of riding where there's no contentiousness. Everybody shows the spirit of aloha, and it's actually a great place to ride. So you're going to see some good stories, hear some good people. The one thing that's going to be consistent that you'll hear a lot of, though, which I was surprised to hear, is the spirit of aloha. Ohana means family, both blood family and non-blood family, and just overall respect for safety that all of these motorcycle riders and motorcycle clubs bring to the forefront of their riding experiences. So sit back and enjoy, and hope you learned something here from the motorcycle community in Rainbow Country, the great 808 state of Hawaii. Aloha.
Hi, my name is Mandy Davis. I'm the Digital Sales and Marketing Manager for JN Group, the parent company of Cycle City, Hawaii. Throughout the years, we have played an integral role in the riding community. After meeting with Kepra, we decided to launch a documentary project featuring local motorcycle clubs and groups to provide a platform to share their stories with the broader community. This documentary gives an insight into the person on the bike, the vision behind the club, and the positive impact they have on the community. Interviewing and meeting each club was such a positive and heartwarming experience, and I learned a great deal. Riding isn't just about owning a bike, it's a lifestyle, bringing together people that enjoy a common passion for riding, and Cycle City, Hawaii is a place to connect individuals with their passion. On behalf of everyone at Cycle City, Hawaii, we would like to express our gratitude to everyone who participated in this project. Thank you for inviting us into your world and allowing us to share your story with others.
The Hawaiian Thunderous, and we represent all for the state of Hawaii. Our club is about brotherhood. My name is Killa. I'm SA for Kanaka Hekili. Kanaka Hekili means Hawaiian Thunderous. It originated in the state of Oahu by Mr. Bernard Rambawa, which is our president, and our vice president is Brian Ho'okilimalu. Currently, we have 7 chapters statewide. We're working on our 8th. We should be up and firing in about 2 weeks for that club. Pretty much we take in anybody that wants to come in. They have to go through a process of being a prospect first, and they need to get along with everybody so everybody can fill them out. The motto is, you know, your family first, your job is second, and then your club.
Kanaka's, I liked the club when I first joined. It was, you know, a family-oriented type of motorcycle club, which, you know, I was looking for or looking to become a part of. So that was one of the main reasons why I joined the club. Good, strong, family-oriented type of club, good brotherhood. Everyone got everybody's back. So I like riding with my wife. You know, it's something that we share a passion of, riding motorcycles together, and you know, it's nice riding with your spouse.
We try to support every club that has functions. Not all the time we can make it, but we try our best to make everybody's function. Hawaiians. We're a bunch of Hawaiians and we represent the state of Hawaii. We don't discriminate. Our club does not do that at all. It's all about riding, getting along with each other and having a good time. We have women in our club. They're mainly spouses of our brothers and or girlfriends of our brothers. We have some that ride on their own. They're very good. We make sure that they can ride as a pack before they come out. I'd like the people to know that our club is a wonderful club. We help out everybody that we can. We're a giving club. We take care of everybody, you know, and we get along with everybody in the state of Hawaii and also throughout the United States. People in the mainland, they look at us real funny because we have an accent and we talk funny, but they all love us. A couple of times went to Sturgis and they were all just waiting for the Hawaiians to come up and the beers was ready and the food was ready and we just had a big shindig. Riding in the mainland is a whole different animal. You have to be more cautious because they're crazy up there and they drive fast and yeah, but it's awesome. We love it.
Watching how these guys ride, you know, really opened up my eyes to something new, or riding in a pack that big. Yeah, it was really nice and a new experience for me with the first time I rode with the club. So riding in the club, I feel safe because of the road guards that we have. The one safety tip I could say is look out for other drivers out there. They might not be aware of, you know, the motorcycle guys out there, especially if you're riding by yourself. Not too bad if you ride in a big club like this. The cars can see us, but if you're riding by yourself, if you're riding solo, you know, just one thing, main thing, you know what the car ahead of you is gonna do on the side or in the back. So you gotta be really aware of the drivers out there and kind of predict their next move. So, you know, always have safety in the forefront of your head or in your mind.
Yes, we love Cycle City. We come here, we buy parts, and Cycle City takes good care of us.
I do, yeah. You know, we come here and buy our, you know, outfits or gear and stuff like that. The biggest business I've done with Cycle City was that they were a major sponsor for one of my events. It was the Hawaii Motorcycle Rally and Bike Show 2014. They were the title sponsor for that show that I put on. So.
In the state of Hawaii, we like to ride, of course, and visit our brother club, which is in Maui. They have a memorial run every May, and we go up there to support them and show our strength to everybody in Maui. And it's a beautiful island. Those of you who haven't been there, you guys gotta go. It's awesome. Our brothers take really good care of us, our family, our ohana. They welcome us with open arms every time we're there. Awesome. I came to Kanaka Hekili because I met my president now, which is Bernard Rimbawa. He's a phenomenal man. I respect that guy 100, and I wouldn't ride any other club but him. So that's what made me come aboard Kanaka Hekili when the beginning of this club originated.
You know, I'm very proud to be in this club, very proud, and you know, I really hold this club to the utmost respect. A lot of respect for all the guys in this club, what they do, you know, not just in the club, but also outside the club as well too. So, you know, the club really supports other bike club functions and, you know, poker runs and fundraisers and stuff like that. And I like to see everybody get together in that manner and just, you know, support one another.
A lot of people here in this club, we don't have family on the island because we are from somewhere else. So this motorcycle club actually brings us together as a family. My name is OG and I am the president of the Brotherhood of United Bikers Pearl Harbor Chapter. The club in itself was created in 2005 out in New York. Founding member was Manny Javier, also known as Dog. Our mission is to ride two wheels as much as possible, have fun, create memories, and just do all the cliche stuff that bikers say, because it's real life around here. And our motto is that if you can keep up, you can ride. So.
My name is Yankee. I'm the Vice President of Brotherhood United Bikers, Pearl Harbor Chapter. First got introduced to the club to a friend of mine who's also in the military. Just a good group of guys who like to ride and have fun. Riding in the club meant that I always got brothers to ride with. There is not a time where I got to ride by myself. There's always someone I can call and go out and have some fun with.
My name is Crunk and I ride with the Brotherhood of United Bikers Pearl Harbor Chapter. I've been in almost a year now. I chose Brotherhood of United Bikers because it provided me with everything I wanted. A brotherhood, a family, outside of family, an atmosphere I could bring my daughters along with. They've ridden several times in the parades and toy drives and stuff with me. I also wanted a club that was international as well as national, so no matter where I got stationed, I would have the same brothers to ride with. I just got back from Australia and the brothers over there hooked me up with a Harley to ride while I was over there, and lots of good brotherhood, and it was good times.
I'm Magic, a member of the Brotherhood of United Bikers Pearl Harbor Chapter. I've been in the club for about a year and a half, and I love it. What's different about our club is that it allows you to, no matter what kind of bike you ride, you can get in the club, you know? It's a family. We just a group of guys with the love and passion of bikes, you know? So we just ride.
Process to join is a hang around period. Make sure that first of all you mesh well with the type of environment that we provide. Second would be a prospect phase, and then after that you get a unanimous vote. If you make it in, then you become family.
I am prospect for Brotherhood United Bikers, the Pearl Harbor chapter. I had a buddy in my unit that was in the club that PCS'd, and he always said good things about it, and I just had to come out and see it. They just took me in, give me some tips, you know, if I need them, we go from there. Living the dream, just riding, I mean, it's everything.
We're really serious about riding. Everybody that joins this club is all about riding two wheels, whether it's sport bike, cruiser, it doesn't matter. As far as safety tips go when you're riding with a group, the best advice is to ride with those guys as much as possible. The guys I've been riding with, we've been riding together so long that we don't really have to use hand signals. I kind of know when we're going left, when we're going right, when we're stopping. The best advice is just ride with your buddies as much as you can.
We've been riding together for quite some time now, and we just kind of move as one, if you will. The patch symbolizes both sides of motorcycling. You have a cruiser side and you have a sport bike side. With this club, it's all joined together within one. We support lots of different charities. We don't like to put all our eggs in one basket. Last year we did Project Hawaii. This year we plan on doing Make-A-Wish Foundation for Hawaii.
I mean, it's mostly about riding with this club. However, we'll have barbecues at each other's houses. I have kids. One of the other club members has a couple of kids. Another member has a couple of kids. So, you know, we'll get together, barbecue, go to the beach. So it's mostly about riding, but family as well.
It means everything. If I'm not at home with the wife and kids, I'm out on the bike with the brothers here. You know, it is a brotherhood, and I enjoy the family. Yeah, they're a great group of guys. Any of them got your back 100%, 24/7.
What we like about Cycle City, Hawaii.
I had to say the most memorable event was a poker run that actually started here, Cycle City, and it turns out I won the high hand, so I got a good amount of money on that one, so it was a pretty good time.
I would have to say,
I got a bunch of friends back home that ride Harley, so they all want the Honolulu t-shirts and jackets and poker chips, so I'm in here about once a week picking up one of those for them.
It's a great meeting spot for rides. We've had a couple of meetings that we were able to hold here. They're very friendly with motorcycle clubs.
They have a very friendly customer service.
You know, being on Oahu and on an island, you kind of cover the whole island rather quickly. I'd have to say, I think my favorite part of the island riding is going up towards the North Shore, H2, even H3.
We do meet here As a, a staging point at Cycle City. It's a very local point. It's kind of almost central island. So we got people coming from all different sides of the island, and this is kind of mutual ground, if you will. So we can all meet here and figure out what we're gonna do, where we're gonna ride for the day. And
I don't think I can preach to family enough. They've been there. They've picked me up from airports when I needed them. They've given me a couch when my wife and kids moved back home for hardship. They take care of you, and we take care of each other. That's the only thing that really matters. We all have the love for motorcycles, so between the love for motorcycles and love for each other, we're set.
Brotherhood United Bikers, Pearl Harbor Chapter, is a family club, and we literally get to choose our family. So when people come around us, you're not joining a club, you're joining a family.
We're a family club, and we'll keep it family. My Tatau family is my other family, and I will, live and die for this family. My name is Tatau Rich, president of Tatau MC. Tatau MC was created 2011. I actually designed the patch. We have 2 rides a month. One is a Tatau ride and one is a mandatory ride. We'll just figure out where to go. I would just say, okay, we'll hit the rain. We'll go towards the rain, you know what I mean? We just go all over the place. Charity groups, we do Toys for Tots every year. We have one that we do with Cycle City every year, which is with Taka, talking about curing autism. So we call it, our autism run, polka run, here at Cycle City.
When we first started this club, this is the people that I grew up with. We're all family. Everybody knows each other. My name is Al Santos. I'm the VP of this club. We have all types of people in our club. We have local people, we have guys from military, we have all types of race.
One thing about my club is we're a family club, and we'll keep it family. We don't take people that is not really interested. You know what I mean? We take people that's really interested in our club. You know what I mean? And not just like a trend. You know what I mean? Oh, I want to be, I want to be a biker. Let me join this club. And then, later on, he feels like he doesn't want to be, a part of the club. Yeah. In Hawaii, we could just go out and ride and there's no problems, everybody just be happy. It's just one family on this island,
In our club, we emphasize safety. So every rides that we do, we have safety meetings, and we all have family to come home to, so safety is the most important thing for us. For the most part, you have to have a American bike, a Harley, and you have to have a motorcycle license. But there's no time frame. It depends on the person, how well he does.
I choose to ride Harley Davidson because of the sound. It's an American bike. You just want to hear the, just the loudness of it. We buy a lot of bikes from, Cycle City, and they've been really good to us, especially the Tatau family. Parks department and everybody else been, been really good to our family.
has a motto. It's real simple: ride and have fun. That's what it's all about, people. Hi, my name is Steve Durborough. I'm the director of Honolulu HOG. HOG stands for Harley Owners Group. And what it is, Harley Owners Group is a group of, or a chapter of motorcycle riders sponsored by the local dealership. Our dealership, Cycle City, sponsors us. So when all of that is put together, the idea behind it was, let's get people together, like-minded, like bikes and everything like that, and we're gonna go ride and have fun. And since then, from 1983 until now, HOG, Harley Owners Group, is worldwide. Absolutely phenomenal. Any place I go in Europe, even in Asia, Africa, things like that, I go look up for the local dealerships and tag in with the HOG groups that are there, and I go riding. Anybody is able to join HOG that has a national HOG membership number. Right now, the Honolulu HOG has 82 members. Honolulu HOG rides every Sunday. We get here at Cycle City at 9 o'clock, kickstands up about 9:30, and we go out on a ride. Now, living in Oahu, you figure, where do you go for a ride every Sunday? Well, we go right, we go left, sometimes we go up the middle.
My name is Philo. I'm the assistant director in the group, and the group is Honolulu HOGs. The brotherhood and the camaraderie, it's a great bunch of guys and girls. It's a beautiful ohana. It's a great bunch of people. We're open and honest with each other. We enjoy each other's company and opinions.
My name's Doug Simmons. I'm a member of the Honolulu HOG Chapter. I'm the photographer for the chapter. Something you want to know about Honolulu HOG is that they're a really good bunch of people, a very tight group. It's like a big family here. This is something that's different from the mainland. I've had a lot of experience with motorcycle clubs when I was in the mainland, and to find a sense of family is kind of rare.
My name is Steve. I'm the webmaster for Honolulu HOGs. I chose Honolulu HOG because it's just the people. I believed over the years that Harley Davidson gets them together, but it's the people that makes the group stick together. Riding in the group means for me about just having fun and just enjoying the scenery we have here in Hawaii. We're fortunate that we have year-round riding as opposed to people in the mainland that may have 3, maybe 4 months of riding. So when we start posting pictures and things, a lot of our friends in the mainland are very envious, and we say, oh, come on down.
Hi, my name is Christy Searle. I'm the activities director for Honolulu HOG. It's just a great bunch of people, a very diverse group, people from all different walks of life, and we all have the same passion for riding. Riding in the group, what does it mean to me? It means I belong to a fun-loving group that has the same passions that I do, that want to ride safely, and be together and enjoy each other's company, share our lives.
Honolulu HOG is a large ohana, a Hawaii family here of riders. We spend a lot of time together outside of just riding. Come together, we all have one thing in mind, the bikes. And out of that develops this culture and this friendship that makes up Honolulu HOG. Ride and have fun. The biggest thing in riding in a group that we promote is communication. The people from the front leading the ride all the way to the back to the sweeps have to know what's going on.
Never ride beyond your skills and the conditions of the environment around you. That's very important.
When I was in an accident in December, I was in a chain reaction collision, went down on my bike, was very seriously hurt. When I woke up in the hospital and I was able to get a nurse to put a message on Facebook, everybody was there within hours. That would not have happened on the mainland. And they took very good care of me, including when I left the hospital and I had to recover. I went to a member's house and they basically took care of me for about 3 weeks. So made quite an impression on me.
Safety tips that I have is ride to your own skill level. Never try to exceed what you know, because in a group environment, not only could you hurt yourself, but you could seriously hurt somebody else.
We all take care of each other. We watch out for each other. If anything happens, anyone needs help at all, whether it's an accident and they need help getting their bike taken care of, whether it's you're broken down on the side of the road, you just need to make a few phone calls and it goes out, and there's always at least 2 or 3 people that'll come to your aid.
I've had 3 Harleys since I've been here in Oahu. I've gotten them all through Cycle City. They've taken really good care of me. I buy my parts here. I like to turn my own wrenches, so I'll buy parts and work on my bike myself. But Cycle City's been very good to us and helped us out a lot. The guys back in the parts department are very knowledgeable. Honolulu HOG has our yearly Cinco de Mayo event. And what we do is we put this on as a celebration of all the other clubs that are on the island. We put on a Mexican party for them. We've got a thing called the Mystery Poker Run. So you go out and you have no idea what your hand is. We give away some really neat prizes, lots of apparel, and then we cook the food ourselves for everybody. So it's our way of saying back to the biking community of the MCs, thank you for being a part of Oahu, the riding family here. We look at ourselves as the ambassadors for Cycle City. Any HOG chapter is the ambassador for the dealership, and we take that role really to heart.
The business I do with Cycle City Hawaii would be buying equipment here, clothing here, maintenance here.
I do business with Cycle City Hawaii. I get all my Harley parts here. I get my bike service here, and I try to promote them because I think they're a really good dealership.
I do business with Cycle City, mostly the motor clothes department because of my wife. She loves to shop here. I do buy my parts here, and I like to work on my own bike, so I do a lot of my own maintenance. But this is a great place to get your bike serviced or also just to pick up accessories and merchandise.
I do business with Cycle City in Hawaii. I buy parts. I'm learning how to do a few things on my own, like oil changes. They're very helpful with what supplies I need. I do a lot of clothes shopping here, and I always bring my family here and always send stuff out for Christmas. This is where I shop.
I would tell anybody who has a heart for riding, go buy a Harley, go sign up with your local HOG chapter. If you live in Honolulu, come see us, we'll take care of you.
What I want you to know about Honolulu HOG is you should come down on a Sunday morning, 9 a.m. and ride with us for the day and see if you like what you feel.
What I want people to know about Honolulu HOGs is it's a lot of people that have like-minded concepts, and they just want to have fun. And we're open to people coming and join us every Sunday at 9 o'clock here at Cycle City.
Honolulu HOG is just a great bunch of people. I also belong to our sister chapter, which is a Windward HOG, and we're all one big happy family. And we work things out, and we take care of each other, and we're always there for each other.
As Knights we serve. My name is Zeus. I'm the president and co-founder of the Pacific Knights Motorcycle Club in Hawaii. It's not the first club to do this, but we wanted to have a positive impact on the community, help out with charities and shine a positive light on the motorcycle community. So most of the rides that we go on are to support charities and so forth. We actually have our own. We do a school supply drive every year, and we also do a food drive every year.
My name is Bobby Smith. My position is bitch on the back. I am Zeus Smith's wife. But I just love this club because it's all about family and love and passion. And plus, you have an outlet every Sunday.
My name is Jesse Stevens. My road name is Jesse. My role in the club is I am one of the current vice presidents for the Pacific Knights Motorcycle Club Hawaii. I came out and I started riding with this club, and I got to mingle and meet the other members of the club and stuff, and it was just something that I was attracted to, because one of the things that they didn't do was go out and go bar hopping on their rides. Yeah.
My name is Jesus Ramos. My road name is Big Mose, and I ride with the Pacific Knights. I was with the president in couple of the founding members in another club. And then we decided to build the Pacific Knights.
My name is Wild Bill. I'm a Sergeant at Arms with the Pacific Knights Motorcycle Club. You know, a lot of us here don't have a lot of family here. You know, as remote as we are, there's a lot of military people that are here just for short periods of time. So it's our extended family. We spend all of our holidays together, spend Sundays together, and really, we really are truly brothers and sisters.
My name is Lila Ileo Stevens, and I write with the Pacific Knights MC Hawaii. At the same time that I was prospecting, my husband Jesse was prospecting also. So I started there as a prospect. I worked my way up to being a member. I worked my way up to being a road guard, road captain, and now I'm secretary.
My name is JP Ma'ari Bacha, and I ride with the Pacific Knight Club. That is a friendly club and very family, and I think the club should be with people are very nice and very nice to you, and anything you need, they help you out. Everybody's good about the club.
My name is Hides, and I ride with the Pacific Knights. This is family. They're my brothers and sisters. I don't have to think about work. I don't have to think about housework or what needs to get done. It's my family time. I call it my sanity and therapy time because I am with family, and like I said, this club means the world to me.
My name is Andy Bumatai, and I ride with the Pacific Knights Motorcycle Club. I had a television show, Tooling Around, and I interviewed a lot of motorcycle clubs and rode with a lot of people. I said, you know, I really like this club, and I did it old school, and that's what I like about Pacific Knights. You know, they're old school in that there's a hang-around period, right, where you kind of hang around, and then you prospect, and then you become a full patch member. And that hang around and prospect period is very important because they're seeing if they like you, you're seeing if you like them. And if more clubs did it that way, I think their membership would be stronger.
Equality has been a part of our club core values ever since the beginning of the club.
We're a motorcycle club, but we're not scary. Sometimes you get people that, you know, the media hype is all, they're bad, they're outlaws, they do horrible things. They don't realize we're not. You know, it's a wonderful club. None of us are scary at all. I mean, especially outside of Starbucks, drinking Frappuccinos.
Well, there's camaraderie, there's brotherhood, there's sisterhood. And one of the things I really liked about the Pacific Knights is how the women play a big part in it. It's not so much, you know, a guy thing. You know, women bring so much to any party, and in a motorcycle club, I was very impressed when I spoke to the president, our president Zeus, and I said, are women allowed to become full patched members? And he said, if they can throw a leg over a bike and keep up, they're full patch members, and I was very impressed by that.
We're very close. I consider everyone a family, and like every family, we have our little differences of opinions, but we all seem to get through. We get through it, and we work with it.
We had our last school supply drive at Cycle City. We do it in conjunction with Mo'opuna Bike Blessing because we know a lot of people will turn out for it, and it's right before school starts. So the last school supply drive we had was right outside here and was a huge success.
I'm a retired Marine, so we're very big with veterans. The Vietnam Vets is one that we always do. Anything when they do their Memorial Day run, and also the Veterans Run in November, we always do that one. Pretty much every time that there's something to do with veterans, that's I know our club will represent.
There was one time we had a really bad accident coming out of the H3. Somebody's plastic chairs flew out of the back of their truck and were left on the middle of the road. And there must have been about 20 of us riding that day. And a few of us went down. I wasn't one of them, thank God. But one of the guys that did go down was seriously injured. And we ended up, and it was a life-changing event for him, yeah. And the club came together as a family, my extended family, and the rest of the motorcycle community came together. And we're able to raise enough money to help take care of his medical expenses for almost 5 years. Safety, you know what? I mean, you guys out there on the road driving, man, it's just stay off your phones. It can wait, you know. A lot of us have loud pipes, and that's for a reason, so that we can not only be seen but heard as well.
Well, pretty much everybody that it's in the pack, it's already seasoned. The people that, that's how our order is in the club. It's just the people that are driving the cars that are texting, and they don't see the bikers and everything. And that's it, don't text and be driving.
You know, safety is the utmost for us. Inherently, riding a motorcycle is already dangerous to begin with, so riding in a pack can be that much more. The road conditions, potholes, all the construction going on. You know, the rain that we get can be tropical, and obviously, you know, it can be bad sometimes, so the conditions change, so safety is the most important.
It's so important to be aware of what's going on around you. A lot of people in cars don't notice us. You know, I wish people, when they see a pack of motorcycles, that they would think of it as one super stretch car, because it is.
I was the foreman for the sign company that put up the signs at Cycle City. So when I walk in here, I can look up at my work, have a sense of pride in something that I contributed towards this store, but also the fact that Cycle City is involved in the motorcycle community, not just a motorcycle shop. Whenever there's planned events, this is usually one of the stops. And I can tell you from experience, more than one of our riders have left Cycle City from a poker hand run with a new motorcycle. So it works both ways.
My experience with Cycle City is I do buy my parts from Jay. He's like my parts to go guy, and I buy my boots here, I buy some of my clothes here. And one year when one of our brothers went down, we came here and we asked for some donations, and Cycle City was good on that. They gave us some donations for our little poker event that we had.
Cycle City was my first shop that I buy my Fat Boy.
I'm the spokesperson for Pacific Harley-Davidson, which is the dealer association statewide. Cycle City is one of them. I have a good friend who owns one of the dealerships, and I recently had cancer of the throat. That's why my voice sounds a little weird now. In the midst of that treatment, they stepped forward and said, Andy, we'd like to help you out with a motorcycle. We know you have to sell your victory, so we're here to ask you to be our spokesperson. And I said, I got some issues here. And he says to me, well, we're gonna bet you don't die. And then he reaches over, shakes my hand and says, live to ride. I mean, Cycle City.
Special ride when we were starting, one, I'm not gonna mention his name, but his brother died, and he wanted to, he has his ashes, and they were gonna spread them in the ocean. And I remember the president allowed him to go to the front and do the last final ride for him and his brother.
Thank you for asking us to come down and be a part of this. Thank you for allowing us to hang our patch on the wall at Cycle City, and thank you for the great customer service that we've been shown here at Cycle City.
There's something memorable that Zeus usually always says, that if you can put your feet over a bike, you can ride.
There are many people that don't understand how much charitable work motorcycle clubs do. If you added up all the money and all the public service motorcycle clubs did, and not just the Pacific Knights, I'm talking about totally throughout America, they would eclipse probably government funding in many ways. And that's primarily what we do. We're a family organization. Our bylaws are family, work, then club. Now there are clubs that are club, club, and club. More power to them. But we're a family organization.
C'est un club très bien, très fort, et merci beaucoup.
Some of us, we only dreamed of riding. You know, we couldn't even afford it. Some of us were lucky to have a job. So, you know, we saved up money, got bikes. My name is Orlando Pastor. The club is Section 8 MC. The reason why I created the club was actually because the name of the club speaks for itself. So everybody, they ask, why did you name it Section 8? You know, growing up in Section 8 housing, you know, you don't really have much. And let alone you have a child who has medical disabilities. And that was the one thing my son loved. You know, he loved the sound of the motors. He loved when the guys would get together. And at that time, it wasn't even a club. It was just a group of guys who rode and just enjoyed one thing in common. When the medical issues started kicking in, that's when these guys, my brothers now, we banded together to help relieve the cost of things, you know what I mean? So, you know, you do bike washes, fundraisers, whatever you could do to help. Back in 2007, that's when he passed away from cerebral palsy. As a group, you know, the main cause, mind you, we weren't even a club yet. The group of guys, you know, that stuck by him, we had a group without a cause already. So it was me that said, you know what, let's bring this together. Let's create a club in his honor and in his legacy, and we'll let this thing live on.
My name is Chris Parel. A lot of my friends call me Parisi, but I ride for Section 8 MC. It's almost half of the club is actually my family, my blood family actually. So riding with Section 8 MC to me means a lot, because a lot of us is family, but the rest of us is also family too. So you know, we keep it close, all positive vibes.
My name is Rich Esperanza, aka Tots. I'm a road captain for Section 8 MC Hawaii. Basically, I'm in charge of making sure that my brothers in the MC are safe. What made me choose Section 8 MC was I love the history and the background that they have. Me being from Ewa Beach, I used to see them riding around with street bikes, and always loved that camaraderie and that family vibe that they had growing up. I don't really have family locally down here. Riding with this club, it feels like it's an extended part of my personal family. These are all my brothers. You know, they have my back, so do I, and I have theirs.
My name is Bryson Tanudra, and I ride for Section 8. Being a road guard, I guard basically the club riding, and I make sure everybody gets to our destination safely. Being a little kid, always into bikes, I was just in awe all the time seeing them. It was just the best thing ever. Like, that would be a good day if I saw a bike on the road. Fortunately, I had friends who had cousins and all that were riding, and then Section 8 came up. And I was like, perfect, these are my friends, you know? I know them, and I can grow with them, and they take care of me, and I take care of them.
What the motto or vision or saying that the club has, I usually go by two. Everyone comes from the bottom, and if you didn't, somebody before you did to get you where you're at now. And the other saying was from before, from the gutter, because that's pretty much where we all came from, you know? Anybody can join. I don't limit anything, you know? We can have female riders. 2 wheels is 2 wheels, you know? Anybody can ride. If they want to belong, they're welcome to come.
Most memorable ride, let's see, would be the Toys for Tots. It was a hot day, you know, but just the fact that we're doing it for the kids, anything to make the kids happy, you know, make their dreams come true. We'll try our best to do it.
I mean, there are some people who like to ride alone, and that's fine, that's cool. I used to do that, but it's just not the same feeling when you're with a group of people, you know, your friends especially. It just feels good.
I preach to my guys that, you know, safety is the #1 issue. Let's just maintain our formation, the stagger,
you can't miss anything on a bike. So, but as a safety tip, just definitely be aware of all your surroundings.
Well, every time prior to our rides, we always have a safety meeting right before we ride. We also do a prayer to make sure that we get to our destination and get home safely. I myself have got into an accident 2 years ago. Luckily, I was wearing a helmet. If not, I wouldn't be here today. So always be cautious about your surroundings, wear a helmet.
You know, Cycle City, they're awesome. They're always there. They're always supporting us. You know, if we hold an event or if any club holds an event, Cycle City is quick to jump on it. They love to support the clubs out here. You know, they host bike nights for clubs, and they really get the biker community in Hawaii going. I've bought like 6 bikes from this place, 6 or 7. You know, Kepa down there, I bought my first Harley from him.
So on my Softail build, I came here a lot to order a lot of parts for my Softail, and I like to thank those guys and Cycle City for helping me out a lot.
Only place I'll go for motorcycle parts as far as my Harley goes. Very knowledgeable staff. I don't feel rushed, nor do I feel pressured into buying anything. Every time I walk in, I'm always greeted with a smile, and I always get that light feeling and a good vibe feeling every time I walk in here.
I buy parts here. Jay helps me out all the time. I love it here, honestly. Even if I have like questions about random things, he always has the right answer to say. He knows what he's talking about. It makes me feel really, he reassures me on what I'm buying, definitely, yeah. I want everyone to know about Section 8, you know? We're all family oriented. We care about everyone and anyone. Doesn't matter who you are, what club you ride for, we just got love everywhere.
Don't be afraid to say hi, throw a shaka. We always love to meet new people, make new friends. We're always down for other people to just ride along, have a good time, cruise around the island.
You know, we're just here to have fun and give back to the community whenever we can.
There's a lot of clubs out there, like, you know, you got Ko'opuna, Kanaka's, Rich and Tatau, and, you know, you got all the new clubs, Tualoa, Huakai, all these good guys, bro. These is all family. And, you know, even if I was out longer than these newer clubs, or then you got your bigger clubs that was out way before my era, you know, before my time. You know, I like to tell them, you know, thank you, because it's because of them, you know, they inspired me to do something special for my son, for my family, for my brothers. Like I said, two wheels and riders, you know, we all share that one thing in common, that special bond between man and machine. I like to thank everybody for that because they made me, you know, who I am.
Our motto is no fees, no dues, no drama, and no dudes. So my name's Jen Roberts, and we are not officially a motorcycle club. We are recognized as a riding club. The original founders originally met back in 2001, and it was just 3 young ladies who decided that they just wanted to ride with their girlfriends. They didn't want to go into co-ed clubs, especially if their husbands or boyfriends weren't able to join due to military They basically just asked a friend. They said, hey, we're getting a bunch of girls together and we kind of want a cool name. The story that I've been told is one of our founders, Michelle, asked a co-worker in her office for an original name, and hence the name Dangerous Curves was born.
My name is Vicky and I ride with Dangerous Curves Hawaii. I chose Dangerous Curves Hawaii because they're an awesome bunch of women. I've been riding bikes for about 10 years and I've been riding with them for about a year and a half. Every single time we go out, we have a great time, and we always end up going for a nice long ride. Some of them are curvy, some of them are straight. 9 times out of 10, it's a beautiful day because we're in Hawaii. We always stop for lunch somewhere and get together and just have a great time.
My name is Mary Braffett and I ride with Dangerous Curves Hawaii. I joined Dangerous Curves about 7 years ago. Well, it was an all-women's group and I felt that it would be a lot easier to ride if I just rode with women, because the chemistry in a women's group is quite different than one where if you have even one man.
My name is Laura and I ride with Dangerous Curves Hawaii. My experience so far with the club has been absolutely phenomenal. I think I had a different expectation coming into it, and so when I finally did get to riding with the club, I was pleasantly surprised.
My name is Wendy. I ride with Dangerous Curves Hawaii. I am a new member. I joined Dangerous Curves Hawaii only in January, and that was solely through members who approached me at the Toys for Tots event, which I had attended with others, and it's been a great experience since.
You must be female and you must ride a motorcycle as opposed to being a passenger on a man's motorcycle, because the man won't be allowed to ride with us. But anybody can ride, even if you're a patched member of an official motorcycle club. You aren't breaking any of your club rules by riding with us. It's really just a very large group of girls that enjoy riding together. At the moment, we have 78 members. We do the Toys for Tots run every year. That is without fail since 2002. And then each weekend, almost every weekend, there's a poker run or a charity event or some type of fundraiser that we do our very best to participate in the fundraisers that are implemented by the other motorcycle clubs or riding clubs on the island. It's just a really fun group of ladies. Everybody is safe. Everybody wears safety gear. We're very respectful of everyone. We're respectful of each other, respectful of other drivers and motorcyclists on the road.
I love riding with the club, and just being able to be with a bunch of women is very relaxing, and it's a change because you're not surrounded by guys all the time, and sisterhood, it's great.
One of the things we like to do is to raise money for charities and to help out. So there are some things that we do as a group that I think people should know. We're not just riding around having fun all the time. We try to also kick back into the community by raising money or helping out, like with the Thanksgiving dinners, dishing up food for the homeless and things like that. I think my favorite event when we're riding is the Toys for Tots run. There are so many bikes and our group is so cohesive and we ride well together, and it's so exciting. Just rows and rows of bikes are going along, and our girls ride so well and we ride so tight.
A run for, I think it was cancer, and it was the most amount of bikes I ever saw. It was absolutely phenomenal. And then we got the bikes blessed and everything. It was very, very, very cool.
My time commitment wouldn't allow riding with other types of groups, so just a riding club was a good fit for me. So joining Dangerous Curves kind of just met that need for me. It's about camaraderie and friendship. It's what we refer to locally as pilina, making friends, getting to know others, what's about their lives, and enjoying that commonality of riding motorcycles.
I think the number one thing is respect. We're respectful of each other, we're respectful of other motorcyclists, of cars, pedestrians, cyclists. Everybody wants to use the road, we make sure everybody's safe.
Any kind of new riders that are out there, we're very patient. We love new riders. We love teaching you how to ride. We love teaching you rules of the road, and we love people joining our club all the time.
It's okay to ride, fairly close where you can read the plates of the person in front of you, but don't do anything crazy or unexpected. You could cause an accident. And also be sure your gear is good and your bike is in good shape.
with permission from Cycle City, we've actually made this is our designated meeting spot for all of our rides. And that being said, it's because the customer service here is so great. And you have a good selection of female riding apparel, female boots, which I have on at the moment, jackets, helmets, gloves. You cater a lot to the female riding community. So we actually chose to meet here. You've got clean bathrooms, you got free coffee, you got soda machines, you know, everything. You got bathrooms, everything that a woman needs. So the girls need to pick up a jacket at the last minute, or maybe they tore their gloves, or they want to start shopping for new boots. We can take care of all of our motorcycle shopping needs every time we meet for a ride. We like to meet here.
I love Cycle City. It's a great place to come. I've met a lot of cool people here. I always get great service. I always get what I'm looking for.
We're always welcome. They let us in no matter how early. The staff is really kind to us.
I love Cycle City. Almost every time I come here, I have to stop myself from buying a bike. I get very close. You ask all the salesmen, they know me. You know what? I love all the gear. I love that they cater to women, and it's cool. I love to come and hang out here and everything. So.
It's a great place. Everyone's always friendly. They're very supportive. A lot of the clubs, the events, the charities. So, good place to come. It's our meeting spot for all rides, and they're always here for us.
Sometimes the girls just need to be with the girls. There can be a lot of testosterone riding with an all-male club and just one or two girls. We don't place any demands on our members. You don't have to pay us any money. You don't have to pay any dues. If you can't ride, it's okay. We all have multiple jobs. A lot of the girls have kids. Sometimes you just can't ride every weekend. So come when you can, and you're always welcome. That's what I really like about Dangerous Curves.
They're a very great bunch of women, and there's women from so many different walks of life. You can meet people riding that you would never meet ordinarily, and it's extra good fun.
Like if you have an expectation of what riding with a bunch of girls would be, they're just girls. It's just an eclectic mix of all people from all walks of life, just like you'd be anywhere else. So it actually is a lot of fun. We sit down, we get together, have lunch and everything. We have a blast. It's really cool. So,
if anything, just know that everyone's welcome, and that it's a good group of people who will help you, if you're new, integrate into riding, find a way to enjoy it, and do it at your own pace.
We're not just a club out riding motorcycles. We do fundraisers, we do community services, we do scholarships. My name is Greg Slice Fuller. I'm the president of the Buffalo Soldiers Honolulu Chapter. The Honolulu Chapter was created in August 2006. The Buffalo Soldiers is made up of about 115 chapters around the United States. We are considered the biggest motorcycle club in the world.
My name is Michael White, and my riding name is Jazz. My position in the club is vice president. I chose Buffalo Soldiers because of the rich history of the Buffalo Soldiers. I rode with them a little bit before I joined. I saw what they were doing, in the community, family oriented, and I kind of figured, well, hey, it might be something I want to be a part of. So, what I like about riding a motorcycle is just the freedom, being out in the air, the elements, just having a good time.
My name is Lawrence Johnson. My road name, my riding name is Law Dog. This is the second chapter I started. One in Georgia, the Augusta chapter, and then the Honolulu chapter in 2006. We've got a lot of things going on. We're doing fundraisers, giving back to the community, and so I'll stop doing it when it stops being fun.
We educate the public about the Buffalo Soldiers, about the rich history of the Buffalo Soldiers Motorcycle Club. To join this organization, you have to have a motorcycle. Your motorcycle have to be able to keep up with the crew, okay? If you're interested in this club, you just start riding. Once you get to know the club, then we'll go from there. It takes about a year to become a full member in the Buffalo Soldiers Motorcycle Club.
Just to carry on that name of Buffalo Soldiers, just that means a lot. Just because you see guys riding the motorcycles and the motorcycle vests, that doesn't categorize us as all being bad guys. We're not a gang. We're a club, we're family oriented, we like having fun. We don't claim a territory. We're here in Hawaii having a good time, and that's what I want people to understand.
July of 1866 is when Congress enacted the Buffalo Soldiers regiments, the 9th and 10th Cavalry Regiment. So the original Buffalo Soldiers were African American soldiers who were not allowed to serve with white troops anywhere else in the military. They always had a white commander, but they fought bravely. There were many Medal of Honor winners. The riding of horses to what we do now, riding iron horses, our motorcycles, is what fascinates people. We actually fellowshipped with a living Buffalo soldier, William H. Waddell, Lieutenant William H. Waddell, who lived in Ka'ava, Hawaii, before he passed away. Some of us had an opportunity to fellowship with him, and he talked stories about his days in North Africa and Italy. He's buried in Punch Bowl Cemetery, and we go out there periodically to clean off his grave site. He's featured on our club's banner.
The meaning behind the patch is all about history. The whole club tries to get out and ride together every Sunday. As a group, we ride staggered, okay? And the reason we ride staggered is we tend to believe that it's more safe because when we're riding staggered, you have a way out. We actually have a road captain. He leads the chapter, on various routes. We have a close relationship with Harley Davidson Cycle City. When they have bike nights and everything, we come out, and we also have our meetings in their conference room every last Sunday of the month. I purchased my bike from Cycle City.
Currently I ride a Kawasaki Concord 1400. My experience with Cycle City, Hawaii has been pretty good. My first bike I purchased after coming back to Hawaii was from Cycle City. It was a 2009 V-Rod Muscle. I was impressed by that bike. I liked it because it had that sporty look. I was that guy, I didn't want a Harley because I thought it was an old guy's motorcycle. So once I sat on the V-Rod, that was it.
I always come to Cycle City. I've always had my motorcycle serviced at Cycle City. I've got a Project Rushmore Street Glide. Our closest chapter is the San Diego chapter, so we have to jump on our jet skis to ride across and get over there. No, I'm just kidding. Flying ride, flying ride. As long as you got a bike, you're good to go.
We are a nation. We have a female side of our club, which is known as K92, and we have a male side of the club, which is known as K9. I ride with K9 MC Hawaii, and I am the president here. Being the president of K9 is a challenge because you're the face of the club and you're the face of the nation.
My name is Half Pint and I ride with K9 Too Honolulu. The thing that made me decide to go with K9 Too, I ended up going to a couple of their events, like out-of-state events, and it was just really interesting. And then when I saw the females, I'm like, I want to be a part of that. So finally had that opportunity.
My name is Sean Joker Meads. I am the road captain of K9 MC Hawaii. I chose K9 for the Brotherhood. They predicate themselves off the 3 pillars, bikes, riding, Brotherhood. And that's what I was searching for, and that's what I got here. Our Brotherhood, we see our Brotherhood as a big special, it's a big special moment. Also our sisters, with K9 Too and K9 Social Club. That's just special in its right. It's just something you have to see. You can't really explain it. You can't put that into words.
My name is Caliber and I ride with K9 Too Honolulu. I am the Sergeant at Arms for K9 Too Honolulu. K9 Too Honolulu is the only all-female motorcycle club on the island of Honolulu, and I wanted to be in a female motorcycle club. Our mission is to get together females who like to ride, go out, ride, but also support our community, support especially animals, dogs within our community.
My name is Trill, and I am a part of K9 MC. I chose K9 primarily because of the brotherhood that the guys here have. It's a great group of brothers. They're all, intent upon making the members better, not just bike riders, but better people and better men in general. And you can't beat the lime green color, it's beautiful.
My name is Scrappy. I am the public relations officer for K9 Motorcycle Club, Honolulu, Hawaii. I chose K9 because, because of that. I chose K9 because K9 originally was for a love of dogs and motorcycles, and I love both dogs and motorcycles. The mission of the organization is really good, to help out animals and ride motorcycles, which I love to do.
My name is Shortstop. I run with K9 Too Honolulu. When I first started riding in Honolulu, I was interested in finding other girls to ride with. I wasn't interested in a co-ed club because I wanted to be only with women, and K9 Too Honolulu is the only all-female motorcycle club on the island. So it kind of just naturally fell into place.
Bishop from K9 MC Honolulu. I'm currently the treasurer. Actually, I went down real bad when I was a prospect. That's something that helped me join the club because they were there for me. It was a bad crash. My bike ended up being totaled in that one too because it flew off the road on 13 turns. I ended up down the mountain. And they were there for me the whole crash. They helped me get to the hospital all right, helped get my bike, and it just helped me out through the whole time.
I love it. It's something unique. It honestly seems like there's a lot of people out here that do ride, but it's a different culture from everything else, from anything else, really. And it's really special. It's special to have that bond with your brothers, with your sisters, and to be able to ride with them on the road. It's just something different, I guess. My favorite experience, sharing news with the ladies and the guys, actually, they were there as well. We were at Dave & Buster's, and that was maybe a couple days after I found out I was pregnant. And so my husband and I got them all into a big circle, and then we just kind of, okay, here it is. And it was very interesting to see all the reactions, because a lot of them actually don't have kids, so to bring a little one into the group it was exciting.
I prospected for approximately 7 months. The prospect process for me was testing. It tested my limits, my loyalty, and everything in between. But it was a good process. Special places on the island that we like to ride, I would say we like to cruise downtown, Waikiki, go hit up H3, to go over the lookout, just being around each other.
You have to have your endorsement. You have to have a motorcycle, has to be licensed, registered, have insurance. You have to be accepted by the members of the group. You start out in a hang around phase and then go through the prospecting phase. eventually lead to probate, and then become a patch member.
I mean, we're always doing charity stuff though. We go to the Fisher House, which is a charity for military families that are displaced or people that are struggling. So we go there and we cook breakfast for them, and we serve them breakfast in the morning. We also own part of the highway on H2. So we do roadside cleanup quarterly. I mean, we're involved in a lot of things. Sometimes we just go buy some McDonald's burgers and hand them out to homeless people because...
We do highway cleanup. That's one of our charities that we do. Like I said, I actually just got the group into working with Hawaii Dog Foundation. And that's an all volunteer, all fostered. They don't have a brick and mortar area, but we help out with adoptions, things like that.
My prospecting process was the most fun you could possibly have in a motorcycle club. It was an opportunity to learn what riders do out here on the Hawaii set. The last memorable ride I had was in June. We had opportunity as a group to ride around the island, and at the time my vice president Slice was with us, and it was just a memorable day. It was a beautiful sunny Hawaii day. Unfortunately, he's not here with us anymore. He had a fatal accident doing what we all love to do. But that was my most memorable ride with the club.
Safety tips, spacing. My biggest thing is spacing, because you never know, something might happen at any point in time. You might need to dip, dodge, and dive out of the way. You don't want to hit your brother or anybody else that you're riding with next to you, cause a big accident. We ride stagger for the most part. We preach that through our whole nation, is riding stagger. We always do that.
Safety tips while riding in a group. I think the most important thing riding period, whether you're in a group or not, is to wear all your protective equipment, your helmet, your gloves, long sleeve, padded shirts, whatever you want to wear, as long as you have that protection, because it can prevent you from having a stupid little incident turn into something worse, way worse.
Ride your ride. I think that's the biggest thing that you could keep in the back of your mind when you're riding, is to always ride your ride. You don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Don't worry about keeping up. If you know where you're going from point A to point B, stick with that. It's not the end of the world if you don't keep up. Just ride your ride.
If you're riding in the rain, you obviously want to leave more space to stop. You don't want to just ride suicide all the time just because it looks good. It's mainly about safety, and that's what we provide in K-Line. We provide safety and knowledge to ride right and ride safely.
Be aware of your surroundings. Look out for other people and yourself while riding.
Me, I have a dog. I have two actually. I have a big old fat bulldog. His name is Brooklyn. That's my left hand, and my right hand is my Yorkie. His name is Austin, and he's like my protector.
I do have a dog. His name is Maverick. He's a little hyper one-year-old. He's a hyper one-year-old hound mix that seems to have endless energy.
The dog name is Mayday. So the role for that is, when our club was created, the founding members loved dogs and they loved motorcycles. So with that being said, they wanted to start their own club. And when they started their own club, you had to have a bike over 900 cc's and you had to have a dog. My dog, his name is Maverick, and no one knows who my dog mix is. He's a mutt, but that's why I like him, But he loves me, we love him, and that's what it is.
I have two dogs. I have Sita. She's my little Chihuahua, long-haired Chihuahua. She's amazing, my cuddle bug. And then I have my foster fail, Coda, who is a pure black German Shepherd.
I have two dogs, girls. One of them is a Shar-Pei, and the other one is a Australian cattle dog, a blue heeler. And their names are Kawasaki and Kaya.
I am the designated cat lady because my husband's schedule, we're not really home a lot, so it's not fair. We're responsible pet owners enough to know that it's not fair to bring a dog into that.
Oh, I have a pit bull. I love the little guy. His name is Coco. Call him Coco Congo now because he's a lot bigger. He's about 86 pounds, and he's the dopiest pit bull you probably ever see. But he's my dog, and I take good care of him. I had him actually, I think a month before I joined K9. That's one thing that led me to the club, my love for dogs.
Cycle City, Hawaii, some of the best people in the world selling bikes here. They're always putting on great events for, all of the bike club riders around the set. They got the best bikes, the fastest bikes, the easiest bikes to cruise in, and who wouldn't want to be with a group of people that love doing the same thing that we love to do.
I love that I got a good deal here. I can tell you that. That's why I brought my bike, and I got my Street Glide from here.
I've come here for parts before, and then we have our meetings here as well.
Cycle City is like the center for all motorcycle things on Oahu. They constantly having charity rides, charity events. All the clubs do their car washes and fundraisers out here.
I love coming to Cycle City for gear, looking at their gear, helmets. Obviously, the showroom is amazing. All the bikes and everything are out here. And their customer service is awesome too. They always have someone here to help you out.
We have our church here. I know that I come here all the time for parts.
I like Cycle City, Hawaii because it has everything here. I don't even have a Harley, but I just like coming here. It kind of makes me want a Harley now. I might have to buy my Harley from Cycle City when I do get one.
Actually, the parts guys are super awesome. One of them helped me actually fabricate like a bracket because I had to reroute some things around my bike, and he actually took his own time and helped me fabricate this piece so it would fit better.
The color specifically behind K92 and K9 as well, and the K9 Social Club, is a lime green and black. That was for safety. And then K92's logo specifically, the K92 means K9 also, as in we're an extension of our brothers. And then we have the dog in the center, and that's Mayday. And then we have the female on the bike in front of the dog head, and that represents the brothers looking down, protecting the sisters.
Riding in the club with K9, I mean, it's about brotherhood and fellowship, and that's what it's about to me. I've been doing it for so long, so it's like family. For us, we just took a loss. We lost our vice president, and we lost him on the 2nd of July, so a lot of us are like still in mourning over that situation because to a lot of us, that's our brother. That just wasn't a regular member. So, the same thing with our K9 too. They'll tell you the same thing. That was like their brother.
We're a great group of women. We absolutely love what we do. We love riding. We love animals.
K9 Motorcycle Club Hawaii is a part of a great nation of bike riders. And our goal in all of what we do is just to promote good riding, great fellowship, and just celebrating the life of people and being on our motorcycles. It's what we love to do. Some of us feel like it's what we're born to do. And, with all hopes and blessings, we can do this for a very long time.
I would just say that even though we're all completely different women and we come from different backgrounds, and normally a lot of people associate that with drama and, tension, but we are the most cohesive group of girls. So all of our differences come together to make one really strong group.
We're awesome. No, we really are. It's one of those, like I said before, it's just one of those bonds and one of those situations that's just really unique. And it's just really special to have, it's neat to have that out and about and see other people that kind of don't understand what it is, but we do, so it's just that special feeling, I guess.
It is the mission of K9 to provide an opportunity for individuals of primary interest in dogs and motorcycles to belong to an organization that believes in doing what is right rather than what is popular. K9 instills and enhances brother/sisterhood through riding motorcycles and fellowshipping with each other and others outside of K9, all while respecting and following traditional rules and customs established long ago, but in modern day circumstances. K9 is an organization that our grandchildren's children will be able to join.
being together is like a brotherhood, having a great time, going from here to there or wherever, just being together is like a family, Okay, my name is Anthony Tavares, and I'm with the Worldwide Motorcycle Club. Well, right now, I'm riding a 1975 FLH local boy. The Worldwide Club has been around for years, and Tiger Wong himself is the legend. And everybody who rode motorcycles or been in any club will know that Tiger is the founder of most of the clubs here on the island, of the elderly clubs, from way back.
Originally, I'm from the island of Kauai. I moved over here in 2002, and I haven't gone home yet. Riding motorcycle is fun. I just love it as a hobby, and being with my friends, I love it.
My name is Gerald Chong. I am the secretary for Worldwide Motorcycle Club. For me, I don't like the idea of outlaw motorcycle clubs. I don't like one percenters. That's why I joined Worldwide here in Hawaii. I don't think I would ever join. I used to live in Los Angeles for 13 years and been around that a little bit. It's not the life I want to live.
Well, basically, we start from the bottom as prospects, and it took us like maybe 13 consecutive rides. Get our top rockers and our bottom rocker on the 13th ride. Once you come in the morning, and then the president will walk up to you and give you that center patch, and then you become one of our full-fledged members. Well, the mini minor patch to me is we have the Tiger head in the back, and Tiger himself. That's what his name is, a Tiger, And so everybody knows this patch, it knows it belongs to Tiger. I've got my experience actually from Tiger himself, and he's one of those riders that you can't get in front of him, and even at his age today, you want to go out there and try to see if you can get in front of him, you're not, but he taught me how to ride the way I ride today, defensively.
You come out for a few rides and they consider your prospect, and they see if you can get along with the other riders, and and after a while, when you prove your loyalty to the club or compatibility, then they patch you. Basically, a lot of times a member will refer a friend, and it can be male or female. We're open to, we have female members too. We're open to having female members, and basically just ride with us, and we'll see if we can get along, and well, we have the Tiger patch that's dead center, and that represents Tiger, and the things that he's done to help develop basically biking in Hawaii. He's been a major figurehead here in Hawaii. A lot of people consider him a legend. Like, for instance, even for me, I wouldn't be riding if it weren't for Tiger. There'll be a lot of people wouldn't be riding if it weren't for Tiger. When I started, he was the one that got me. I've always been interested, but he made it happen. Put me on one of his bikes. He has many bikes at home, and he put me on those bikes. And then when I would make mistakes, of course, he would correct us. That's why I hope that the only patch I will ever wear is Worldwide. I had my chance to join other clubs, but I don't think I'll ever join another club. I remember Tiger telling me his vision for the club. That was my question to him, why Worldwide? And he said, well, because when I started the club, there was a lot of military and ex-military guys that came from all over the world that came to Hawaii, and he envisioned a club that would help unite the locals with the military guys, the guys who fight for our country, because Tiger is an ex-military himself, and Tony and Charlie, they're ex-military. This is like a home away from home for many of these guys that were members of Worldwide in the past, And I like that. When he told me that, I said, I like that vision, and I hope that one day we can do that again. Knowing how at any given moment, life could end for any of us in a second, so every time we go out there. But I think some of the most memorable rides for me is like the Toys for Tots and all the things that we do to help benefit others. I think that's what it's about.
Basically, just always follow the 3-second rule, and keep your distance, and
basically keep an eye on everybody. Don't drink and incapacitate yourself in any way. When you're out there, ride hard, but don't get silly. Tiger used to get mad at us when we doing the VIP thing. He said, never mind doing that. You're not out there, just keep an eye on the road, keep an eye on what you're doing. So I think that's one of the biggest things that I've learned from Tiger, to be safe, ride hard. He rides hard. You know, we go fast, but be safe. You always got to be alert. You know.
What we like about this place, it's like a candy store, you know. Every time you walk in, just the smell, the looks, and
Oh, this place is fabulous. I love it. I have 2 bikes. I have a Harley Davidson custom, and I have a custom BMC Chapter.
the mainland is out to, you know, they want to take over everything, you know. Like, down here, we just ride because we love the feeling of riding, you know, and the spirit itself.
I'm hoping that we can spread Tiger's original vision for the club, the things that I've just mentioned, the safety, the brotherhood, and one day being worldwide. Right now we only have 1 member in Canada, but we hope to expand that to other members around the world, Japan, China, Germany, etc. Like Tiger would say, to just break the monotony of daily life. To get out there, you're free, you just go, but always, he said, be safe.
Cannot have stress in the club because then you take the fun out of it. My name is Alan Kalua Sr. and I am a co-founder of the Sons of Hawaii with my brother Jimmy. He was the instigator who started up this program, and the reason he did that was because at one point in time the motorcycle clubs had a bad reputation. So he said we need to change the image and we need to be more community involved. And that's the reason he created the Sons of Hawaii Motorcycle Club. This club is a wonderful, wonderful club. All the boys are together, like the Hawaiians say, ho'oponopono. Everybody gets together and work it out.
We're a bunch of solid members, 26 solid members. So since 2008, I've been with the club. And I intend to stay with the club until who knows what happens. It's an honor to have this seal as our patch, our colors. We preserve our aina, which is our land. Riding on our land is so very important. Together, we make things happen. If we have a problem, we're able to fix it there and then.
My name is David, also known as OG Papa G Goshiako, and I used to be the treasurer when we first started off, but had other things to do, so I stepped down, and after now I'm just a member that supports the club fully. I joined Sons of Hawaii when they started to reorganize back in 2007 when they reorged, and I came in the latter part of early 2008. Being part of the club means a lot for me because of being born and raised in Hawaii, and the Sons itself speaks for itself because they're the oldest clubs, first clubs here in Hawaii, and I'm just proud to just be part of them.
My name is Gordon Pang. I'm the chapter treasurer. The Sons are the oldest club in Hawaii, chartered in 1953, founded by the Kalua family. It is prestigious, and it means a lot to belong to the club. The club membership is friends and family, so to speak, it's by invitation only. It's not open to everyone. The Sons were chartered to make the public aware of the riders' desire to ride safely within the community, to promote harmonious relationships within the community.
My name is Patrick Murphy, and my rank would be just club member. I was a prospect for about a year before I earned my patch. If you do want to become a member of the Sons of Hawaii Motorcycle Club, you will have to earn the patch. The patch means everything as far as the motorcycle club is concerned. It means honesty, it means integrity, and it means Hawaii.
You need to want to be a part of our club. You need to want to do these kind of things that we do. Not just anybody can come into the club and be able to become a son.
We do all kinds of charitable runs like the Cancer Foundation. We did a run for a lady that was dying of cancer. On our bucket list, she wanted to, ride on a Harley. And so she requested our club, which I thought was really touched our hearts. So we went and took her, packed her, and took her on a ride with the club. And she just blew her mind. But she knocked off one of her lists on the bucket list, and we were so pleased to just go ahead and accompany that.
This year's charities are the Susan G. Komen Cancer Foundation and the Molokai Veterans Center.
Safety is always on people's minds. On our minds, as far as the Sons of Hawaii, safety is number one on the agenda. During our club meetings, we always stress safety. Safety. We talk safety until you're blue in the face. Before our prayer, every Sunday we do a puli, a prayer. We stress safety.
The Sons of Hawaii, we ride safe. We practice safety riding. We want to promote safety on the road, and basically we just want to show that a motorcycle club like the Sons of Hawaii is not what they portray in the media, like Sons of Anarchy. We're not the Sons of Anarchy. We are the Sons of Hawaii, the Sons of Aloha.
Nobody that don't ride the bike don't understand the freedom. You know, the air around you. You know, it's hard to explain. You couldn't beat the ride of the Harley. There's no way. I don't care what bikes we had, the Honda 50s and whatever. You cannot beat the comfort of a Harley. You just can't.
2008, that was my ultra classic from Kepra. Thank you, Kepra. And then the funny thing, what I have today, I have a 2011 Strike. You know, it's like anything else. It's your passion to ride. You have problems medically, so you counter it. I countered it by picking up a trike, and that's the best thing that I ever did. I take my trike everywhere. I have my daughter, she rides. She bought a rental from here. My son-in-law rides, so I have a family of riders.
Cycle City, Hawaii is, it speaks for itself. This is where we got our motorcycles. We buy a lot of stuff here, and it helps out. We just come here a lot and stuff. And Cycle City is just, integral part of our club because of the motorcycle faction and everything, and we just love it.
Most of the club rides Harley Davidson. It's not a requirement, but most of you do. Cycle City supports us in many ways. Our main cause to ride safely within the community and to show the public that that's how motorcycle riders in the club can ride. Happy and safe riding to all.
Oh yeah, Cycle City is the best place. I tell you that much. The people here are so friendly. We don't go anywhere else for our parts. They take care of us and they allow us to use their meeting room for our monthly meetings once a month. That is very appreciated. You know, I had my bike since 2011 and this is 2016. I've rarely had any problems with it. And if I had any problems, they would take care of it. Prior to that, we used to go from park to park to park. You know where our next meetings, we used to go to drive-ins. But again, now that we're comfortably set with the family of Cycle City, to be able to have a place to call home.
Honolulu.